All right, so welcome everyone. We are in week 12 and our topic today is MongoDB. So we talked about NoSQL, means not only SQL database last week. And today our lecture is a case study, and MongoDB is a NoSQL database. Now, this slide, I took it from previous week, and I believe you already have your MongoDB account. So I just keep this link so that by chance, if you can find how to log in, where to log in, these links and videos will be helping you to create those. This is a review slide. Now, if you go in Mongo, you will see those are those items in the Mongo. So let's go to this link. And you can see here, those all four options: Atlas, Open Premises, Tools, and Mobile Edge. So in the slide, let's know what are those.
MongoDB Atlas is a fully managed cloud database. On premises, MongoDB is in a local machine. MongoDB Realm empowers developers to quickly build and release mobile applications. https://www.mongodb.com/try. Our focus will be on Atlas.
Okay. So you can see Atlas is a fully managed cloud database, and our focus will be on Atlas. And on-premises is a local machine. So if you like to run your Mongo in a local machine, then you should choose this one. Now, tools are, we'll explore tools from the live website, and there are a lot of tools there. The mobile and Edge, so this Realm data store is for easily creating your mobile apps. So that has a special tools and facilities there on those. So if we go back to the link and if you click here, tools, you can see here, MongoDB Shell, Compass, CLI, database tools, Mongo connector for BI or BI. So mainly we'll work today on Mongo Shell. But before that, we have to cover a few things. And mainly, we'll be using tools and Mongo Shell to work with Atlas. So that's our aim. So we'll be working with Atlas, means Mongo Atlas, a fully managed database management system. And we'll be using MongoDB Shell. So we'll do the setup and we'll start running and testing code with those. So you understand. So if you go in Mongo in this environment, you will see all those options. And on premises is a locally running MongoDB. The way we use XAMPP is locally running, right? In localhost. Atlas is cloud-based and fully online, and we can use that as a fully functional database. Now, we told previously that Mongo is a document database. We are just reviewing this. What does it mean?
MongoDB documents are similar to JSON objects. The values of fields may include other documents, arrays, and arrays of documents.
So you can see in this example, those fields are actually the rows, the values in the fields are the rows of a relational table, right? So we are managing or presenting or using it in Mongo in a form of JSON object. Now, what are the advantages using documents?
The advantages of using documents are: documents, i.e., objects, correspond to native data types in many programming languages. Embedded documents and arrays reduce need for expensive joins. Dynamic schema supports fluent polymorphism. When all documents in a collection are of similar, but not identical, structure, we call this the polymorphic pattern.
Right, so Mongo uses a polymorphic pattern to store or organize or deal with different kind of data. You can see here name is one kind of data, age is a different kind of data, and again, status and groups are these character type data. So you can see two kinds of data here, and they use a polymorphism structure to store and process those data. And you can see here, expensive joins. This is a task that we perform in relational database. But in Mongo, in document-based database, we don't need to perform any join operation. Now this slide, we'll be talking about SQL or MySQL to Mongo mapping chart. So MySQL very well. It's a relational database. And now we are switching from relational database to not only SQL, means not only structured query language, and that use a JSON kind of representation, but we need to familiar with that terms so that it will be easier for you to learn this new kind of database. So you can see here database in both SQL based or relational based databases and Mongo call database. Now table is called collection, row is called a document or JSON document, that JSON kind. Columns are field, index also called index, table joins. So they actually don't perform any join. That's why they use a lookup command. Primary key, they also have primary key, and primary key is the ID that as soon as you insert a document that has an ID, and that ID works as a primary key. And I believe you already know that. So aggregation, different kind of functions is called aggregated functions in MySQL or SQL. And here is called aggregation pipeline. And you will see a mapping chart for there. So let's go to this link and see this mapping chart. So SQL to Mongo mapping chart. So I have a quick question. How many people actually get chance to look at this chart? Did you look at as part of your other course?
No, Professor. We only check collection because our data, it is arrived or not.
Okay. Yeah. So so when you explain Mongo as a database, you will know a lot more insights about Mongo. So you can see here, and if you browse this link, you will know a lot about how it works. And you can see here, this select into new table, this is out. So you will know those all compatible functionalities and facilities that we used. This one is the primary key, right? We used in MySQL, also available in Mongo in a different form. And you can see the full phase definition of creating a table command and how it looks like in a document form in MongoDB. So please explore this. You will find here, see most common how to create an index. and that index you can also create in MongoDB as create index. So because we are doing Mongo as a case study, we'll try to cover as much as possible. We have another week left, but this is the starting point. If you know mapping or how to find the mapping so that you can easily retrieve how do you perform that operation in MongoDB. I hope this clears to you. Let's go back to the slide. Now, this is continued, and you can see here in this table, a little table here, that database server and database client. And you know, like as soon we worked with the shell, means JAMP shell or the other tool shell, we always use MySQL. And this is actually the database client. So we'll be using Mongoose, and this Mongoose as a database client. So we'll be using in the terminal, and we'll practice a lot of code today. The database server is MySQL D, and here is MongoDB. Because we'll be using Atlas, we are not going to use MongoDB today. But if you like to use the local server, like the local version of your MongoDB, then you have to use MongoDB. I hope that makes sense to you. So you can see this MongoDB. So MongoDB is, let's take help from the machine so that it reads for us. Oh, it's not reading, okay, for some reason. So MongoDB is Mongo daemon. It is basically the host process for database. When you start MongoDB, you are basically saying start the MongoDB process. So you understand, it's the server. And this is client. Currently Mongoose supports a subset of the Mongo, right? So Mongo, so you can use the same client, but ultimately MongoDB is switching from Mongo to Mongoose database client. So you will see more and more database client functionalities or commands that comes with Mongoose. That's why you are learning Mongoose, right? So Mongoose and Mongo shells is an ongoing effort. So it is ongoing. So they are keep adding things. And as I said, you can go to the previous link that I showed you here, and you will know the total mapping between SQL-based relational database and Mongo, means document-based relational database. Okay, so let's in this slide, we'll know database creation. Maybe I can just take a break. Here you can see I created a project, and that's project name is DSGN 8310 Advanced Database, right? So I'm going in this project. So I'm going inside this project, and that project under Atlas. And in the slide, you can see here, oh, not there. Here, you can see this Atlas. So you need to create an account here, and you already have, I believe. Right there. Now we are in a process of creating a database. And creating a database, you need to go in cluster and project. So we opened a project, and you can see this cluster. So I already created a cluster. If you like to create a new cluster, See, it's created a new cluster and choose this one, shard, right? This shard, and don't change anything. Shard, AWS, whatever region, those, if you choose these regions, it will be free for you. If you go other than that, then you have to pay. So just keep those default. This one, keep those default, all default, and click on this create cluster button. So if you create this, then it will create another cluster, right? So I'm not doing it now. I already have cluster. If you don't have, then you should create a cluster like this. Now, in this cluster, if I go in databases, we are in here, this one is database, and you can see here this button, view collections. So if I go here, you can see the collection. So I created a collection called advanced database collection. And under that collection, I created a document collections that post, right? So let's go back to the slide. Don't be confused. So to create a project and then create a cluster, then under cluster, you will create a database that we have advanced database. Now we are creating collections. So here I have just one collection post. If you like to create more collections, you can actually create more collections and create databases, right? So that's the hierarchy for us, okay? All right. Now let's go to database access. And if you go in database access, you can see just I am there as a user. Also, I'm an admin, right? So I'm a user and I'm an admin user. If you like to use more user, then you have to add a user. And you can keep those authentication as a password, right? I also kept those authentication as a password. And you can also choose the user privileges here. And you know user privileges from MySQL lessons. And this is the same kind of user privileges there. Here you can see all resources because I am the admin. So we are not going in administrative part, just I'm showing you all the environment. Now this network access tab is very important. So if you like to access your Atlas database through the shell, you need to have this IP address added here. Otherwise, it will not let you access that. So if you go from one network to another with the same computer, even you need to add this IP from the present network provider. So if I go edit, you can see this. You will see actually two options here, right? Cancel. If I click here, add IP, right? You can see here that allow access from anywhere. If you go there, then this is a bit risky, right? Anyone can, but for production, you have to maintain a certain IP so that no one can access your material other than this certain IP. But if you like to add add the option, add IP, allow access from anywhere, for practice, for simplicity, you can add this network access protocol, allow from anywhere, is okay because we are learning it. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, so let's go back to the slide. And we created a new cluster, right? Shared. And after that, you know how to add a user. And finally, you need to add an IP. So you can see here, when I'm first time trying to add an IP, you can see there are two options here. Add current IP address, allow access from anywhere. So I added my current IP for privacy, but for learning, you can choose this one. Then you don't need to worry about switching from one network to another. Means say you are trying to access your Atlas account, your development database or database access from your home network or school network, then you can choose this option, okay? All right, then you will confirm it. And so now you created a cluster, you created a database, and you created a collection under that database, right? Or you can create multiple collections. Now, after that, we'll be using Mongo shell. That's called Mongoose, and Mongoose is an extension of Mongo. And actually, ultimately, after a certain time, Mongoose will take place over Mongo, the environment. So how do you do that? We need to download from the tools that I show you here, there, tools, or I added this link directly here so that it will be easier for us to download that. So let's go in this link. So as soon as we go in this link, you can see MongoDB shell. So we'll be accessing our cloud database from our local computer through a shell that called MongoDB shell. And the current version is this. And you can see here, there are two options. Either you need to install it, MSI, that's a executable file, or if you go here, 64-bit, you'll find a zip package. So if you unpack it, the way we ran our portable version of XAMPP, same way you can run this zip. Now, I'm sorry, like for other operating systems, I'm sure here is the Mac OS, right? And Mac also has this zip version. So you can unpack that and you follow the same rule to connect through the Mongo shell. So let's go back here. So I downloaded it. So if I click download, it will downloading here. And I already downloaded that. If you go, I can bring you to my computer's location. I hope you can see it, right? So if I go C drive for simplicity, I actually unzip it and put it here, this Mongoose. Here. Now, if this Mongoose is not in a path, then you have to do it like this from here, CMD, right? Then you can connect. So I'm not going to do it for more efficiently. You can do it from adding the path. So if you go here, copy this path, or you can just simply, so we copied the path, right? Go here, you can copy path from here, or you can just select it and copy path from here. So it will copy the path, right? Now, let's go back here. If you touch the Win logo button and just type edit system environment variable. And you can find that other ways too if you go in your control panel. So control panel, then you need to find the systems here, and you'll find these change advanced system, and you'll see here environment variable. So you copied the path. Now you need to choose this path and click on edit, and you can paste it here, and you can see already pasted here. For some reason, the user variable for my account should work, but for some reason it was not working for me. So I even change the system variable. So if I click on edit, and I actually added this mongoose path here, you can see it, right? Now, when your path is added, now you can go in any shell, right? Say CMD from run, and you say mongoose -- version. If we can see the version, means mongoose path is working. You can even try with your VS Code. If you can go in your VS Code, know you're using, that's why I'm showing it to you. Go in terminal. I believe it is terminal is already here. Or if you want, you can open a new terminal like this, and you can write mongoose -- version. And if you click here, see, so you can do from any terminal in your computer. So I'm doing it from my regular terminal, means DOS terminal. Okay. Now, mongoose. So I need this. If I click here, you can see it is working, but there is a network error connect. So we need a connection stream. So I believe when you use NPM, you also use that connection string or connection path or connection command that you copied from Mongo account. So let's go learn that. So if I go in the slide, so this slide explains how to install your Mongo shell. I hope this is clear. By MongoDB, and so this is an official video for Mongo, and this is just released in January 2022. So that's all about this. Is this week's lecture talk about how to set up the Mongo environment, then how to interact Mongo environment through the shell. Okay, so that's the idea for today's lessons. And we can actually make this lecture very big. We can execute another 10 different kind of commands, right? And we can practice it. And I'm here. I will encourage you, if you like to practice or if you like to set up these, I'll be glad to help you. Okay, so that's all about Mongo case study. We have another week, and let's see. I might introduce you Mongo and Python. So let's see. I'm still working on it because those are all new technologies coming every day, and I'm trying to introduce those technologies in this course. So Mongo actually started in 2010, so it's only 12 years old. So it has accepted by big companies, and many cloud-based databases is running using Mongo. Even Firebase is even younger than Mongo. So learning Mongo will be a good thing for you. Okay. All right. Any questions so far?
Hi, Professor. Is there development tool for MongoDB like MySQL Workbench or something like that? So I don't want to use my Mongo share all the time. I want to use with UI.
So you are looking for an interface like XAMPP or that's why I told you it's 12 years old and there is no third party or so like so we are using Mongos, right? But there is a shell called Mongo. Do you know how much time I spent only develop these 22 slides? I spent 14 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, I spent 14 hours to represent with our student in a simplified way. I spent 14 hours, believe me. I just got exhausted and then I said, okay, I'm not going to run any more code, rather showing you and give you those paths so that you can set up the environment and can run it. So at least, do you like to set up your environment now? Because we have another hour. We'll finish our class at 2:40. So let's take a break for 10 minutes. It's 2:02, take a 10, so come back at 2:12 and spend half an hour just to set up your environment in Atlas. Okay, now we can do two approaches here. Either one of you share your screen and do together, I can help and build up together, or you can do yourself, and if you have any problem, I'm here, you can share the screen so that I can help you. Whatever works. So let's take a break for 10 minutes. We'll be back at 2:12. All right, everyone, I'm back. If it is not a problem, you can actually turn on your camera so that we can have an interactive session. Good. Shams, how's your day going?
Good, Professor.
Good, good. Okay. So, are you able to log in your MongoDB server? And can you see the Atlas location?
Okay, Professor. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, yeah, of course. The way we are trying to learn Mongo so that you can actually troubleshoot your Mongo, right?
Yes, Professor.
Yeah. If you only access through NPM, I found like a lot of student has difficulty troubleshooting. Okay, so let's go select on my project at the very top.
Yes.
Yeah, just view all projects. Yeah. Now you have project 0 or my project, whatever. You can choose anyone. Say my project. Yeah, good. So you're done. I believe you can click on database access just at the left panel. At the left panel, database access. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So demo is your user account.
Yes, Professor.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Now click on network access and you can remember your password, I believe.
I don't know right now.
So I can see network access. You can see access from any IP. So no problem. So if you transfer from your home to school or any other Tim Hortons location, you can still access your database. That's good.
Yes.
But if you go for production, for professional work, then you can change this network access to a specific for privacy reason. Good. Now we can go back to your Atlas, database or Atlas, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the thing is, how do you find the connection string?
Connection to string like using another version of like Mongo Cloud or something.
No, you can just click on connect button here. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And then connect with Mongo shell. Right.
Okay.
Now, do you have a Mongo shell or you don't?
Probably I don't have, Professor.
Okay. Then you need to select Windows and Windows Mongoose. Just click here, and it will start to download, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can unzip it and put in a good location. I believe I just, for simplicity, I copy it in C drive so that the path is the simplest. Otherwise, you can copy it anywhere that works for you. I can see your Mongo Compass here.
Yes, this.
Yeah, no, we'll be using Mongoose.
Okay.
So you can just copy this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Now unpack it, right? Yeah. Good. Yes. Now you can go there, open. Now open Bean. The
okay.
Bean. Yeah.
Yes.
Now we need to copy the path, right?
Yeah.
So I believe we need to go to, yeah, bean. Now you need to add this path so that you can access your Mongo server from any shell, whatever, from Visual Studio or your Windows shell or whatever shell. So we need to add this path to the system. You know how to add the path in the system.
Using command line? No,
you can
control
go
panel.
hit your Windows button.
Okay.
And type edit. Edit system. Yeah, I can see that system environment. Good. Now go in environment variables at the very bottom. No, not there, not there. You can see this window here. Oh. Yes. Yeah, just go. Right. If you go at the very bottom, yeah.
Environmental. Okay.
Now you can choose the path. Click on path. You can see path.
Yes.
Yeah, path. Now edit. Edit. Right. Now we can paste that one. That one you copied.
New.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So path is added. Okay. Good. Just leave this window. Don't close it. Let's see if go in your CMD, any command line. You can go for run and command line, or you can go from Windows button, whatever. Yeah, CMD, right? Now just type mongosh space minus version, version. Yeah.
Okay.
Enter.
Yeah.
Good. So your path is working actually, you know, and it's connected even because you have previously installed those things, and I believe now you can go in DB. Just type DB. DB. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's something. Oh. It is showing the version because it is not connected. So we need to connect that. But why this is looking like version? The server generated these startup warnings when booting. You can opt out. Okay, let's do you have any database? I can we saw some database there.
Yes, Professor, I have database already created.
Yeah. Can I see the name of this database? So browse collections. If you go in browse collections, yeah, we can see.
I think Professor.
Yes, Rupesh.
I think he put extra space between iPhone and version.
Oh, that's why that error coming.
Where?
Oh, there is an extra space. Okay, so could you please just up arrow, press up arrow another time?
No, it's not like it's just having.
Just try Control C and then do that.
Yeah. Type exit, EXIT. Yeah. Now again, type this mongosh minus space. No, space. Yeah. Now minus version. Yeah. Here you go. Now it is working actually. So your path is working. Now you need to copy the, so need to go back to the Atlas.
Yes,
right.
Test.users.
Just click on Atlas button. Yeah, right. And click on connect. Now connect with the Mongo shell, top. Now I have Mongo shell installed. Right one, top, yeah, right. Now you can see these string. So you can see this copy symbol at the very right. Very right. Yeah. Copy. Good. Now you can go in your shell and paste it. Right. Enter. Your name is demo and your password, whatever. You should give your password. Yeah.
Password cannot be empty.
Okay. So you can reset your password. You can go. You can close this window. Yeah. Go in database access.
Password that I remember.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Or you can check your password in Node project. I think there will be password.
So from where?
Yeah, just
OGL
keep it
project.
on
Database
access. No, database access. Yeah. Open, edit. You can see this edit button. Yeah, yeah, right.
Okay.
Edit password.
Okay, so yeah,
It is demo.
demo.
No, you have to go through the string. So up arrow, up,
Okay.
up. Yeah, enter. And now type demo.
Okay.
Good. So now it is connected. My first database, right? Now, if you like to go in a new database, then you need to use command, or you can go to your old database. So you can use and your database name.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Use
I can see
this one.
Only test is your database name.
Okay.
And collection name. Okay. Go ahead. Let's see how do you see? Yeah.
This one.
Enter.
Okay.
Okay. So test is not your database. Test is your collection name.
Okay.
So you can find the database name if you go back in the Atlas window. Yeah. So your database name is?
It's user here.
It's not user, I believe. User is your
collection name.
Document actually, right? So you have cluster.
His database name is def.
Which one?
His database name is def.
Test, you mean?
Yep.
I tried it with test, but
it is in test now. Yeah, it is in test now. Now show DBS. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Test is the database. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And user is the collection. So you can insert collection there.
Okay.
All right, Seans, thank you.
Yes. Yes, Professor. Thank you.
Now, anybody, so your thing is connected now. So you can actually execute the command that you can see in the slide or in the link. You can see this Mongo's command line list of command line commands. So
okay. Let me try with the slides.
Yeah. And anyone has Apple having trouble? Tate, and I know a couple of people has. I know Tate one.
And no, Professor, we are more easier.
Oh, it's easier?
Just command line, yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't had access for Week-12.
What you didn't access?
Week-12 slide.
Week-12. Oh, sorry. Let me
yes.
sorry, let me give you access. I'm sorry. Do you mind to stop sharing?
Yes, Professor.
Shares, please. Yeah, thank you. Let me share. I'm sorry, I forget to make it visible to the student. So my mistake. Give me 1 second. Now, let me see it again. Okay, week 12 is visible now, so you can find that slide. You can just refresh your browser.
Yes, it's visible now.
Yeah, good. So Ted, do you mind to share your screen? I want to see how it looks in Apple. In Mac OS, I mean. Oh, okay. And your database name is TateDB?
Yeah, Professor.
Okay. That's good. Because it's the same environment, only running in, so the same command will be running in Apple.
Yes, Professor. I installed from Terminal.
Okay, good.
I installed with this command and now it's okay.
Oh, okay. So you install from the command line, not unzipping this.
Yeah, I installed from command line.
Okay, sure. Yeah. All right. Do you have assignment 4? Only we have assignment 3, right? We do not have assignment 4, I believe. Do we? Okay. Good, good. All right, Tate. So you can stop sharing. Thank you. Being brave. So if you have any question as an extra resource, you can look at that video. Okay. That would be useful. So one student requests me to go to the breakout room. I'll be back in few minutes. So you can keep working, or if you have any questions, then you can ask me when I'll be back. Yes, Neil, what is your problem? You're mute.
Hello, Professor. How are you?
I'm good. When you said like assignment 4, I said, okay.
Sir, actually, there are so many assignments. I got confused, like which assignment I did for like database. So that's
No
why.
worries, no worries.
because in full stack, so I'm totally obsessed with full stack assignments, and currently I'm working on assignment for, so I wrote by mistake
No
assignment.
worries, no worries.
So like just I sent you one mail regarding one missing file. I guess
Yeah,
two or 3 days
I
back. So
didn't reply, but I saw that like sending SQL file. I
yeah,
received
yeah, yeah.
it. Yeah.
So like it was by mistake. Actually, I was so excited to, because like I said, I submitted two version. For in first submission, I just fulfilled all the requirements which asked in like a documentation. But in like second submission, I did some upgradation and I forgot to like update the SQL file
So
and
you added that button, you mean, right?
oh yeah, actually I added the form, and when user press on the submit button, it automatically downloads in the system. So I just kind of enhanced the assignment. So
No worries, no
because
worries.
of that,
I received it.
yeah.
No worries. If I need anything, I will reach you.
Okay, sir.
All
Sure,
good?
sir, sure. Yeah, all
Okay.
good, sir.
Okay. Did you learn anything about Mongo lecture today?
Oh,
Or yes,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of
last
course,
time?
sir. So, no, sir. Actually, I little bit like when I did this assignment, full stack assignment, I learned so many things. But one thing I found in Mongo, which is frustrating, that uh, like we cannot write traditional queries, SQL queries,
You
and we
can.
are used to use.
You
Sorry.
can. You
Oh,
can.
I can. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why it's today's lecture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
But
if you
in.
go in this mapping table
Mhm,
and the Mongo's list of command, you can
mhm.
actually write commands and you can
Okay.
actually delete, edit, modify that CRUD.
Okay, okay. But when we work with any like backend technology, there are so many libraries available, like Mongoose and all stuff, right? So in that we don't need to write queries. So it's kind of frustrating at that time. Like,
I know. Even for say, there are so many ways you can interact with
yeah,
Mongo. Like
yeah,
which one do you prefer? That's a huge challenge for starting,
yeah.
right?
It's true, true, true. Yes.
That's why actually Atlas is pretty good. It's a very startup thing. It's
Mhm.
no cost. It's good. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I choose this Mongoose and Atlas.
Yes, sir. So yeah,
But
so
if you like to even flexible, like some people has may not have internet all the time. Say we are lucky, but
mhm,
many users in the world do not have steady internet. So that's why
mhm.
Mongo has a local version as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I already downloaded it in my system. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I like to cover that. We don't need it in Canada, but it's worth learning anyway. At least,
Yeah. Yes,
yeah.
yes. So one question, like after this, so like can I get any opportunity to work as a volunteer, like for college, in terms of teaching or anything, or any assistant? So I just wanted to know, like.
We have very limited, Yeah, we have this kind of opening is very limited,
Okay,
almost none actually. Um, yeah, we don't have any teaching assistant positions.
okay.
Sometimes we hire marker for marking assignment,
Mhm,
but it's very limited because our college structure is like this, like faculty need
okay.
to do everything. Okay.
Mhm.
But I understand.
Yeah, because I feel that I can contribute in some of the cases. So yeah.
Right.
So
But you can
I'm.
explore, you can explore in other colleges or other institutes because now it's a lot of opportunities online. So you can explore. Okay. You can just
Okay.
start and find in other colleges or even universities, nothing wrong.
Oh, nice. So can I apply while I'm studying, like in any
Because
other college?
you have 20 hours work permit, right?
So that I'm already doing IT work in Toronto.
Oh, then that's all. You can
So
volunteer if you like.
yeah. I'm not. I don't want to work in terms of earning purpose, but yeah, in order to learn
No, I understand.
and fun, yeah, kind of thing.
How much Python you know?
Sir, I'm not good at Python. I'm very much good with JavaScript.
If you like to volunteer, I can give you some task.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would love to.
I'll be in touch with you then. Okay, Neil?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, all right. So
Okay,
maybe we should go back to the main room then.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, take care.
Thank you, sir. You too. Bye.
Yeah. Hey folks, I'm back. If you have any question, you can ask me. We'll be here for another 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap up. Young, you have any question?
No, Professor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Nitin, are you there, Nitin?
Wait. Hello. Yes, Professor.
How's it going?
All good, Professor.
Do you have any question?
No, Professor.
Is your Mongoose connected?
Yeah, it's connected.
Okay, that's wonderful. Minu, are you there? Okay.
Yes, Professor.
So is Mongoose connected? How's it going?
Yeah. Yes, Professor. It's good.
Oh, it's working? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Prashant? Prashant left. Okay, all right. So Minu, do you have any question?
No, Professor.
Okay, then maybe you can finish the class and we'll see you tomorrow in the lab then.
Yeah.
Okay, take care. Have a good day.
Okay.
Yeah, bye for now.